Hi, everyone. Crystal Lynn here, manifestation coach. I am going to do a weekly card reading for you all and give you some insights. It is March 18th, 2025. And I think even if you're seeing this later, there could be some juicy information that you need to hear. So let's see what we have. Let me know in the comments if you're watching on the replay. Let me know if this resonated for you. And let me know how you're feeling as we're 2 days away from the spring equinox, right? Which is the beginning of the astrology calendar year on March 20th. So that's definitely like a new beginning, a great time for all of you to set your new intentions and things like that. Since it's the beginning of, the astrology calendar year. All right. And this is a group of reading meant to, meant for many. So interpret it as you will, apply it to your own life and see how it resonates with you. All right. So the first card we have here is Seeing Beyond. So this is showing definitely being in touch with your third eye, being connected to your intuition, letting your intuition guide you, trusting your intuition, knowing that your intuition is the key. And I preach this to all my clients. I've been in business. I've been coaching since 2016. Intuition is the right answer, right? Intuition is going to give you the right information for you. And you have to know how to tune into that for yourself, right? To know what the best next step is. It's great to get advice. It's great to, people have certain knowledge in areas that you may not have knowledge in. However, it needs to resonate with you, right? It needs to make sense for you. It needs to align with you always. So that intuition is like so important for everything that we do, right? So, this card is seeing beyond, right? So what seems, right? One thing may seem a certain way, but in reality, it's not, right? You have to tune in, you have to dig deeper, you have to connect with your intuition, right? You have to sit still with it. Notice how your body feels when you think about this thing, this person, this situation, or this decision, right? Do you feel at ease? Do you feel open? Do you feel ready to say yes? Or do you feel kind of stressed? Or does your body tighten, right? Does your stomach clench, for example, right? That would be a no, right? That's a quick way just to kind of tune in with your intuition. If you're new to this, right, and knowing like what's really going on here, right, asking those yes or no questions and just tuning in, noticing how you're feeling, what you're thinking, what information is coming through, because it's going to come through in many different ways, right? It's not just one way. The next card we have here is Feeling the World. And lots of things happening, right? Lots of movement, lots of shifts happening in the world right now. So this could be, even when you think about astrology, right? The planets move. We can all collectively feel the energy of the planets shifting, right? The moon, I do full new moon events as well. Like we can feel the energy depending on what's happening and where the planets are and what they're aspecting. And it's going to bring certain things, right, up for all of us. But as much as that is important, right? And that is something to kind of know. I think what's more important is to know your own personal self and how it's showing up for you and how you can heal and work through it. Because as you do that, as you heal yourself, that carries out, and then you heal and you help others, right? Just even by being in your energy, right? Just by you shifting your mindset, your view, your goal, your energy, your mood, right? By you working on all that, it helps to shift those around you, right? In close proximity of you, and also those who are related to you, right? It's naturally going to shift that a little bit. So I think feeling the world is, it starts with you taking care of you first, and then that trickles out. And to make sure you're not allowing yourself to be too weighed down by the weight of the world, and knowing that the more you can share love, the more you can share compassion, right? The more you can just show kindness to a stranger, the more you can elevate the world, right? One person at a time, basically. The next card we have here from my Astro deck is Venus, right? So it says beloved on it, and I'll show you guys in a moment. But Venus is the goddess of love, right? We have Venus in retrograde right now. So it may be a time to really think about like who and what do you love, right? And even, because it's in retrograde, going back to the past, right? What do you get to heal within yourself? Maybe some inner child work. What relationships do you get to heal and work on right now, to clear up the communication, right? Forgiveness is coming up for me right now to tell all of you, right? So really work on forgiveness, right? And let go of that anger from that certain situation, or for a certain person, so that you can step more into love, so that you can feel love, so that you can be love and just show up loving to those around you. And the last card we have is debilitated, and it says discomfort. I believe I already showed you the Venus card. But this card, as you can see here, so you see all the steps, all the winding roads, all the different paths, right? It's kind of like a little confusing, right? A little chaotic with the way everything's streaming, but there's also a flow to it, right? And the message I'm getting for all of you intuitively is like, if we can sit with the discomfort, right? If we can sit with that for a minute and we can know that, there's a reason this is happening, everything can serve us in a way, right? Every struggle or what we think is a failure, right, then leads way, especially as you're doing your work, right? It creates more opportunity for growth. It creates more opportunity for you to do something a different way, to be smarter, to be wiser, to be stronger, right? After a struggle. So to sit with the discomfort, to sit with what's bothering you, to go a little deeper and ask, like, is this really about this particular situation, or is it, throwing you back to another situation, right? Is it another wound, another thing that just it keeps coming up and playing out for you, right? Is it something that you can resolve on a deeper level within yourself, right? By healing that inner child, by healing the past, right? Is it something you can sit with and dissolve that way? And what can you do differently, right, to have a better outcome, right? Because we have the first two cards was actually, let's get another card because but what I was going to say is, right, the first card was connecting with your intuition. And then we have feeling the world, right? And knowing that, we can create change. And then we have the love card, right? So, I mean, those are the ways to, after you feel the discomfort, right? Those are the ways to then shift out of that, right? By knowing love, by connecting with your intuition, right? Because your true self knows that you're amazing, awesome, powerful, talented, abundant, wealthy, loving, right? All the things. So your true self knows that, right? So if you tap into your intuition, if you tap into your love, then they know, right? Your true self knows that the discomfort is temporary. The discomfort is just a vehicle guiding you towards your next step. So I pulled another card for us just to kind of land this home, right? After the discomfort, and we have the beautiful uncaging. So it's a process, right? It's always a process of falling down, feeling hurt, being disappointed. And I'm not saying that you constantly feel those ways. There's many beautiful things to celebrate in life too, right? But knowing that when we do those things, we just get to step up to our next level, right? We just get to, like, as this saying, we just get to like unfold, like rediscover, reinvent, like transform, grow, and then step out as this new, beautiful, amazing version of ourselves. So that's what I'm getting from this beautiful uncaging. And sometimes it's not about a struggle, right? But of course, we had the discomfort card. So that's playing a part here. But sometimes a beautiful uncaging is just you stepping into your next level, just you owning your power, just you owning your worth, right? I'm actually going to be doing a masterclass on break your income ceiling, right? Because energetically and through our limiting beliefs, we think that we can only make a certain amount of money, right? But as we feel that, as we embody that, as we do the energy work, the mindset work, right? All the things, we can then shift and grow and like blow that ceiling off, right? To make more income in a quicker time period than we would have imagined. So, if you would like to join me for that masterclass, comment below and I'll send you the information for that. I will see you soon. Thanks for joining me.